Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear us?
Okay, yes, I can.
Okay, welcome to the official post-match press conference of the Rainbow Cup SA, Vodacom Bulls versus Emirates Lions. Coach Cash, the floor is open.
Even if we can start, I know it wasn't pretty and loss is never pleasant, but you also suffered what seemed a serious injury. Can you just tell us?
Yeah, unfortunately, Tian's leg got caught. Yep, I don't think it sounds quite serious. We obviously have to wait for the official medical report, but the doctor mentioned that it is quite a severe injury.
Is it knee or ankle?
Sounds more lower limb, but below the knee.
Okay.
Yep.
And obviously, then the performance itself, not pretty, not fun.
I think it wasn't a pretty game. I think it was a good, intense battle. The Bulls managed to pin us in our own 22 that last 20 minutes. Then we played all the way out, made an error, and then they just kicked us back into it. Proud of the guys that got their first cap. Proud of the fight still. Proud of the way the guys wanted to play and perform. Obviously, I'm not happy with the loss. So back to the drawing board for us, and next week into the next challenge.
Ivan, despite you had quite a young team starting lineup compared to the Bulls, who had quite established, even though they also missed a few players. But your guys certainly took the game to the Bulls, despite the errors and not taking the opportunities, but they certainly put them under pressure.
Yeah, like I said, really impressed and proud of how they fought. We had 3 first cappers in senior rugby tonight. I think our loose forwards average age was something like 21. So yeah, like I said, not nice to lose, but there's some really exciting youngsters that got an opportunity tonight, and they also showed what they've got.
Ivan, you must be particularly pleased with the defence and also the way you guys dominated the breakdowns.
Yeah, Ken, we're working hard in the physical collision. Philip is doing good work for us there. The guys really fronted up physically. I think due to the errors and the way that they played into our 22, I think we had something like 8 maul stops, which is something we worked on hard. It wasn't good enough in Super Rugby Unlocked and in Currie Cup, and I think we saw a step up already tonight. But yeah, for physically wise, proud of the guys.
And sorry, just your breakdown work, Ivan, also seemed very effective there.
Yeah, something we're focusing on, obviously. I think it's probably the facet in the game which is the most frequent and happens the most. So whether we're attacking or defending, obviously it's a focus area for us, and I think specifically the South African teams more so.
Ivan, did you think perhaps there was anything you guys could have done differently, maybe tactically? I know you spoke about you being pinned down in the last 20 minutes in your own half, but just overall, could you have done anything differently?
I think the biggest Achilles heel was penalties and turnovers in our half. So we on the way to play out and on the way against the wind to kick out of there, and then we make a mistake, and then they just get us back into our half, into our 22. So I think it's not as much tactical as error rate or discipline.
Cash, would you say it would be perhaps a bit unfair to criticize you guys as for not getting into the Bulls' 22, enough? I mean, you guys did apply pressure, like Ken said at the breakdown. You guys took your penalties well, but I mean, even though you guys were pinned in the second half, you guys didn't quite actually create much in the red zone.
Hans, yeah, the couple of times we got in there, I think we were effective. But like I said, we work hard, play up to the halfway line, their 10 meters, and then there's either turnover or there's an error, and then they kick the ball back into the 22. So could we get there more? I think obviously you can, but to get there, either you've got to get some reward at the breakdown, or you've got to minimize your error rate a little bit.
Any more questions, gentlemen?
Yeah, sorry, Ivan, just one more from me. I don't know if it's selfishness or just a poor decision making, but you so often that guys make breaks and then they take the wrong options and then suddenly the ball gets turned over. What do you ascribe that to? Is that just a lack of experience?
Yeah, no, obviously every circumstance has got its own reason. Sometimes we run away from the support, sometimes the support is not going towards the ball carrier. A couple of times our first and second arrival missed the clean or missed the stealer. So like I say, every scenario is a little bit different, but obviously we've got to get more desperate to get to the ball.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen.